Greetings, everyone. This is the Hipster Snek, and today I am playing Table Game End, which is an appropriate title given that of the 20 games that Lou has created, I think this brings us to the end. I think this is the 20th game that I have played by this dev, and I know there's some of you out there who are like, oh, thank God it's over, and there are some of you who are like, oh man, I wanted more, but they did say that they are working on new games, so let's just get into it. I never know what any of these games are going to bring me. All I know is I'm gonna be intrigued. Oh. There are a lot of people with their backs to me. Alright. Okay, so we're lost mousing it. That's good, I suppose. Looks like we're in a school, maybe? Oh. Ah, Chio, you're here. Alright, music start. Okay, what are we doing? Are we part of a club or something? Hey, it's been a while since we last met, right? Well, it's fine if you don't remember. It's so hot outside. It's unbearable, isn't it? Chio, do you like summer? No, I'm a winter. Cat's curling up beside you when you're wrapped in a blanket, eating oranges in a warm room while watching TV, making snowballs to throw, the quiet of the night. But honestly, both seasons are great. When summer's over, you long for winter. When winter's over, you long for summer. Unrelated to that, I'm working on a game, Chio. Wanna try it? Or rather, just go ahead and play it. Okay, sure. I'm down. What you got? Okay. I have to collect dogs. But the dogs kind of seem like they're attracted to my cursor. Yeah, it's a wasp movement. Yeah, there's a couple left. Oh, no, more spawning. It's like the opposite of Vampire Survivors. Some of them seem like they're drawn to me, and some just seem to be moving kind of randomly. Alright. Hey, gathering dogs is a big part of several of these games, to be fair. Yeah, there seems to be a little bit of randomness to their movements, or at least some of them. They might be running on different pathing. Oh, you put a giant version of yourself. Wow, you're good at this. That's the spirit. Keep it up. Okay. $6,000. It sounds weird when it's rapid fire, because it doesn't layer the sound, it interrupts it. 10,000. It's just a game where there are lots of dogs and you touch them, that's all. Hey, there is nothing wrong with it being a simple game, and it's a very big dog at my house. His name is Pochi. Of course it is. When I was little, Pochi was really small. I'd love to show Pochi to you, Chio. If you saw it, you'd definitely be surprised. Less than you might think. So anyway, it was on a hot day like this. Am I still able to move the... Oh, no, I guess not. I was like, am I still moving the avatar, or was that just a coincidence? I started pushing the buttons to see what would happen. Hey, where'd you go? Don't just leave me behind. What the heck? Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that is what I thought I saw. I can't really talk about it because YouTube will, very violently censor me for it. Like, even if you talk about it in a preventative way, it will still censor you for it, so I can't even really address that. So, that happened. Hey, Pochi. Guess I'm heading towards Giant Doggo. She wasn't kidding. He is a big doggo. This one's stuttering a bit. Last time that happened, I think I was playing Dinner and the world was lagging the game. Hello. Oh, I cannot interact with him. I definitely thought that's where it was trying to get me to head straight for. So, do I live here? Oh, yeah, I guess I do. So, am I going to get context for why what just happened? Because, again, yeah, it's huge, no doubt about it. The dog that Senpai had was just huge. What does it mean for a dog to be big? It's just big, that's all. I don't really think there's a philosophy behind it. I think big things are just big. And, well, I mean, I guess they're big relative to other things because everything in the universe is comparative to something else in terms of size. The dog is big, and because of that, I feel like there's more I wanted to say. I'm sleepy. Oh, this is a familiar apartment. I wonder if Senpai is still there. So was that a dream? Like, a lot of these stories are so vague sometimes in that place. Where do people go when they die? Where are they heading? If there's a soul that doesn't go anywhere, what happens to it? Will it just communicate something like, the dog is ridiculously big? I don't know. Wait, that, to me, that seems like it's implying that my senpai was already dead, and what I saw was like a flashback to a past point in time, and that she's been gone for a while. At night I can hear the hum of the fridge. The sounds of cats fighting. I had a dream. Vague memories from some unknown time. It's like I'm standing in a screen cap of Google Maps. This is definitely a little odd from a perspective proportion. The rain feels nice, doesn't it? Senpai forgot to bring an umbrella, but I think we have a typo. Seems okay with it, like, oh well. I get the sense this really is like a Google Maps thing, and I'm just moving around it as like the skybox of this zone. But she's still moving flat relative to me. Want to take shelter from the rain? I feel like we waited for about an hour until the rain stopped. Funny enough, what was it? I to see or something? It was I something about the Cyclops girl. Kind of seemed to poke fun at the very vague narratives of these games. Oh, Gio, I've been waiting for you. How long have I been waiting? Doesn't matter. Shall we play some music? What have you been doing? What have you been up to? Had so much free time I've been making a game. Summer, winter, I was talking about them earlier, but I don't even know if these seasons are the ones you feel. Chio, do you like the present? Yeah. The old school building, Chio, me, the desk, storeroom, the laptop. But I do remember last summer. There was a summer festival nearby, and we went together. It drizzled a bit that day, so we couldn't see the fireworks. Chio, I've got a game. Want to play? I'm always in the classroom, so I can't help but mess around with this laptop. Sure. I'll play anything once. Okay, let's give it a go. Oh, okay, we're not collecting dogs this time. Looks like we're in a maze. Which is a recurring theme throughout these games, is mazes. Maybe the game dev just really likes building them. But I think mazes are pretty neat, so I'm game. Okay. Let's try... Oops, not that way. Am I looking for an exit, or am I looking for items, or something chasing me? The chilled out music, it's hard to imagine something's chasing me, but... This is a Lou game. Dog! I win! Got 1,300 points for one dog. I don't know if that's a good exchange rate or not. Hey, game devs, how many points do you think a dog is worth? 1,300? Do you think that's fair? Asking the real questions out here, aren't we? Hello? Oh, there it goes. Why is it doing that? Actually, I don't even think that's my potato. I think that's just the game. Like I said, like in Dinner, when it tried to load the world map, it was like chug. And it's kind of doing the same thing here in this maze segment. I mean, these are indie games. Lou is an indie game dev who just seems to kind of make just whatever's on their mind. So these stories always end up super vague, and a lot of the time they don't really go anywhere. Like, of all the games they've done, I'd say probably Nagai-san had the most, like, logical story, which in and of itself is a strange thing to have to say. Because, you know, it was a very strange story even then. The repeating black and white texture definitely disorients. They're trying to make it so it's hard to remember where you came from. But that one's worth a little bit more than that. 1,900, I think? So, I wonder if they spawn one at a time, or if I'm just supposed to just find them. Ugh. Come on. The way it loads like that makes me think that maybe the dog is being put in the maze somewhere. But that's just gamers' intuition. Yeah, the narrative of these games is often really, really vague. Like, why did Senpai jump? I don't know. I don't know Senpai all that well. She's asked me all of 2 questions. The implication is I've known her for a while. But from the player's perspective, we haven't. We've only known her a short time. So why would she do something so drastic? Especially after she just got done talking to us about something she seemed really proud of. Is this possibly a commentary on how difficult creating something that you're passionate about can be? The demo I did of Do Not Buy This Game touched on something similar. He like offers you a game, but it's a game he didn't put his heart and soul into. So he's okay with us playing that one, but he's not okay with us playing the game that he actually like put effort into. That's getting really disorienting. Just because I like mazes doesn't mean I'm the best at them. But I think a lot of these games are either not meant to be taken particularly seriously. Like, I think Monarch Room is a really good example of that, where there's like kind of a story, but it's so far out there and ridiculous that it's kind of a farce. And then you have like Nagai-san, where there is a story through line, and it builds up like it's going to be a horror game, and then suddenly it's really kind of not. Or rather, it kind of becomes a reverse horror game, where we become more of a monster than the monster. And then you have like these ones, like several of these games are so vague, like She Room, like the implications. Like I think I'd say the most vague would probably be Hole. That one was just like mechanically frustrating, and the story was like really left vague, and we were only told like the bare bones version of it. Assuming the story's even real, which it may not be. I feel like I've been this way already. But like, it all looks the same, right? If this takes forever, I'll just jump ahead to where I have success. I get the feeling there's only going to be one more dog. That's another thing I do have to praise Lou for, is like, every game is so different. It's just, it's such a different experience. Because you have puzzle games like Monarch Room or She Room. And then you have stories like Nagai-san, where it's more like a walking sim. And you just kind of progress the story when you're good and have looked at everything. And the funny thing is, like, because of the asset reuse, you kind of get like this weird sense of faux continuity. Like, the same bedroom... Ah, dog. Yeah! There's another one? Seriously? Like, you go to the 912, the convenience store in Nagai-san, and then you end up going there again in several other games, like Dog. And if you're asking yourself, Snek, do these games kind of blend together in your mind's eye? The answer is yes. They often do. And I do struggle with that sometimes. I guess now that I'm at number 20, you know, I should like do like a playlist, right? And just be like, oh, these are games by the game dev Lou. And I will say, like, certain ones have given me that the same kind of energy that Z Technician has. But at the same time, they're also really, really, really different. The Gaison was like kind of like a really dark version, because I don't think Z Technician would go with the cannibal ending. That's just a hunch that I get based on playing the games that they've made. So it's like they have a similar kind of energy where like everything is just strange, everything is ever so slightly off, you know? And I will say Lou is a bit more okay with being a little bit graphic at times. Like, a lot of the characters are exaggerated in a very anime-esque, meant to arouse kind of way. Whereas Z Technician, like, even though a lot of people would argue that they are, I would argue that they're not. Right? It's number 4, right? Z Technician's characters, like, they're big. Like, they're really, really big women. But they're just, like, that's just it. They're just ladies. This was not here before. They're just like, they're random women. They're just any random... It looks like a staircase. I feel a little betrayed by my senses. I think we're in the last legs of it, guys. The Z Technician's characters, even though they are big, like, they aren't drawn provocatively. That's just how they are. And, you know, if you happen to be me and you like that kind of thing, then, hey, I mean, more power to you. More power to me, am I right? So it's like... similar but very distinct design philosophies. I think a part of what gave me that impression was the way the camera works in these games. The The way Lou moves the camera around to show off the cutscenes is really reminiscent of how Z-Ignition does the camera work. Big dog! I'm being taken back to dog now. Okay, I think we've... No, we haven't finished the maze? Am I still looking for dogs? Okay. Yeah, when I was first playing, like, Nagai-san, I got that kind of vibe. But the more I played into Lou's stuff, the more I realized just how different they actually are. And that's a good thing. Everyone should have their own style, you know. Move at their own pace. I cannot help but find charm in these weird little indie titles. And Yutaku was like, hey man, make sure that you only upload like one a week. No one wants to sit for 20 consecutive days of just these games. And I'm like, I'd be okay with that, but I'm not most people, to be fair. I don't know, I guess my threshold for weird maybe is just higher than most people's. Yay! Oh, my friend is Giant again. Hello, Giant friend. When I was a kid, I used to draw mazes endlessly in the corners of my notebooks. Maybe it was my form of a diary, or maybe it helped stabilize my mind. I never wondered who will solve these mazes. The mazes just existed for their own sake. If there's a start and a goal, it's already a maze. I guess that's true. Maybe that's true for life itself. I mean, there's something to be said for that. I don't think that's an incorrect kind of view. Alright, bye, Giant friend. Once again, I find myself on my own. Why are we reliving this moment? Like, was it because, like, it was some kind of trauma? And again, like, why? Like, why does our senpai do that? What possesses her to make that choice? I don't know, maybe it's Mubo-sama. Hello. Cat. I didn't see a cat. Where's the cat? Oh, they're up there. Okay. Hi, Big Doggo. How is Big Doggo doing? Seems like he's okay. There's so many dogs. Why are there so many dogs? Let's head home and sleep. There's even more dogs! What the heck? Those ones are a little more unnerving. There's so many dogs, but why? Is this okay, living like this every day? What I can do tomorrow, I'll leave for tomorrow. When there's nothing I can do, I'll do nothing. You gotta be careful with that kind of mindset, though. I mean, if you literally can't do anything, then don't. But focus on what you can. It's like this person has kind of just given up on life, kind of the same way the character in Nagai-san did. Pretty sure this is the exact same apartment, barring the fact that that apartment was ground level. I don't think doing anything today either. That's depression. Having been there, done that, and gotten the t-shirt, that's just depression. I feel sluggish about everything. The sound of the rain feels nice. Raindrops hitting the roof, bouncing off, falling again. It's like I'm the only one in the world. In an abandoned town, just me. And the sound of rain, always. So is she visiting the school, or is she just imagining the school? I had a dream. Vague memory of some unknown time. Got another Google Map image. Why do these buildings look familiar to me? I've never been to Japan before. I wonder if I saw them in a show or something. Hey, Senpai. Snow, look, it's cold. Senpai's hand touched my cheek and it was a little warm. Okay, come on. Right, that was the first time the game borderline crashed. Let's try to avoid that in the future. Are you hungry? Warm soba would be nice, wouldn't it? That does sound good, actually. I used to love warm soba, too. Back to the school, then. I'm further down the hallway this time. I'm thinking this is a school. It looks like a school. And the uniform that Senpai wears looks like a standard sailor fuku. So I'm assuming we're in a school. There she is. Hey, Senpai, what's up? Hey, Chio. Shall I play some music? Seems to be our tradition. You have a game for me to play? Honestly, I don't even know how time is passing anymore. But you still come to see me. Today might be my last day. Where am I, really? Chio, do you think I'm here? I don't. To be perfectly honest, I don't think you are. I see. When summer's over, you long for winter, and when winter's over, you long for summer. I hope you remember me like that. Bye-bye. One last game, Senpai? Charles Dickens wrote that life is a series of meetings and partings. And I think there's something to that. You know? You'll constantly meet people. You'll say hello for the first time, and eventually, no matter who they are, no matter what your relationship to them, eventually, you say goodbye, too. I think we are out of the delusion now. I guess Senpai may not have had time to finish that game. Well, everything's in color, so I am very popular with the local animal population. I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble walking forward. Seems like certain things just kind of cause it to lag like crazy. Probably because so many sound cues are being triggered from the animals running into me. You look happy. You have a good day, big guy? I think it's supposed to be a cat's meow, but it sounds like a bike bell. Okay, that'll stop to the chaos. It was that door, right? Maybe I need to do something different. Hi. As much as I am a sucker for... Oh, I just needed to walk to the end of the building. Fork. Oh well. Must have missed the event trigger somehow. After that, I started going back to the university I had taken a leave from. Let's start learning from the beginning again. Senpai hasn't appeared in my dreams since then. Okay. Well, we now know that we were indeed in a school. We were apparently at university. And our friend, our senior, decided to choose a permanent solution. And we basically were in our mourning period, trying to come to terms with our feelings. I don't know if my choices made a difference. It kind of feels like that last one maybe did. And this is a very sad subject, obviously, but I think it does kind of end in a bit of an optimistic way. Like, in the end, you take the time to mourn, and then you remember that there is color in the world. You remember that, you know, there are beautiful, wonderful things waiting for you to find them. And I think that's actually really important. It's like, it's okay to cry, just like make sure you can smile again afterward. This one was interesting. It kind of alternated between like the actual story-driven bits and then the more gameplay bits with like gathering the dogs or going through the maze. I think this is a good idea and a good execution for this kind of game, and this one I'm really glad. This was not originally. I found a bundle of 15 games. This one was not in it. I had to get this one separately, but I'm glad that I did. Anyway, this has been the Hipster Snek. As always, link to the download will be in the description, and I will see you next time.